You know that overwhelming sense of doom you get when you start something that gets ultimately overwhelming? Well, that actually didn't happen to me for once. So, roughly 3 months ago, give or take, I started this zombie game. Just wanted basic mechanics, shooting zombies, boarding windows, zombie deboarding windows, getting points for windows, getting points for shooting zombies, being able to pick weapons off the wall. This has been a long old process, but we're finally getting somewhere. We're finally getting to a point where I actually feel like the game is kind of somewhat coming together and it's not just like this bare piece of shit. So, 3 months ago, I started this zombie game on a live stream. Don't even talk about my video schedule because I try and make videos, but then things just get in the way. You know, like because I've recorded all of it, and 1 hour turns into 3 hours, and 3 hours of recording turns into 7 hours, and then before you know it, you've got 7 hours of recordings to go through. And I thought to myself, there's absolutely no way I'm going through 7 hours of these recordings just to get a little bit of a video. So what I did was the smart thing. I sped up all my footage. So this is technically 5 days worth of footage in about 4 minutes. Now, I know I'm a genius. You don't have to bloody tell me. Everybody tells me every day. Okay, they don't. They actually tell me to go away. But it doesn't matter because I'm still getting somewhere with my game. And that's the most important thing. I'm happy with it. So, a quick disclaimer. And I know people may want to see the whole process of the 5 days, but honestly, there wasn't a lot to actually see. I mean, in hindsight, I kind of wish I didn't stick to one thing and just kind of moved on to the next thing. And when I mean thing, I mean the game mechanic. So when I say thing, I mean game mechanic. But I didn't, because not fixing the first thing always bugs me. And what I mean by that is, on, I'd say Wednesday last week, I started the window boarding system. And me personally, I just thought it was going to be a quick process. You know, what can be had about a player walking up to a window, boarding it, and then a zombie getting to the window and deboarding it. God, I was wrong. I was so wrong, and it's not even funny how wrong I was. So day one, I sits down, puts a quick window together, puts some scripts on a window, all gravy. The player walks up to the window, starts boarding the window, all goes good. Everything's good in the hood. Nothing kind of up with it. Yeah, there's some bugs, but we quickly get past the bugs. Day two, same sort of situation, sit down, do some testing, and the bug still remains. Now, there's technically this one bug that remained was if a player was to go to a window and start boarding it, it's fine. It's when another player joins and say one player's at the window and another player is away from the window, the player away from the window can still board that window, and it was bugging the life out of me. Day three, pretty much still the same stuff. I was just recoding it in different ways. So I was using triggers in one day, raycasts in another day. I was getting the same outcome every single time. Players could still board it if there was away from the window. As long as one player was at the window, any other player in the game could board that window. It was doing me in. So day four, I kind of took a step back from it and I did some audio stuff. So obviously when the boards hit the wall, I had a sound play, just stuff like that. I took a step back from it because I needed time to just kind of figure out what was going on. And then woof, when I was at work, I was like, why am I using the window object to manage the player's actions? Because it's the player that's boarding the window, it's not the window that's boarding itself. So then it came to me that if I use the player controller and add window boarding functions into the player controller and just grab what functions are needed from the actual window controller, then it exclusively gave each individual player the ability to board windows. So then all I needed to do was add like a distance variable to it to kind of counteract all the windows being boarded at the same time, and boom, that's it. That was the game. The boarding window had done. And then as soon as that had happened, it all just started coming in together, where I was starting to throw in zombie sounds, zombie attacking, zombies, shooting zombies, adding guns. The guns are still a little bit dodgy. I mean, you can kind of see like the wobble and stuff. You'll understand when you see in a minute. But yeah, the guns are a little dodgy. But we did it, boys and girls, whomever's watching. So as you can see, this is multiplayer. So 2 people can actually join the game. You've got obviously 2 characters in the game, and you can see one running about freely. You can also see the second client picking up a gun. And this is what I mean by the guns are a bit dodgy. It's like when you look about, there's like a sync problem where like it doesn't sync with the hands properly. That's another bug that I'm just going to have to fix. There's also a little bug with the window boarding where it's kind of not picking up how many window boards are currently within the window. But once the zombies start ripping them down, it starts getting into the swing of things. It's weird. It's like the more zombies there are, the more it works. So as you can see, the window boards are getting ripped off. So I'll just board them back up, and you see that they're hitting them and ripping them down. And once there's no boards left, then that's when they pass through. Or at least when the zombies detect that there's no boards left, that's when they come through. But as you'll see, there's obviously still boards up, but because, say, the integer is equaling 0, the zombies are walking through because that's what it is. And obviously this is just me showcasing the character movement and stuff like that. I still need to add quite a few animations. There's about 7 animations that I need to add. There's like running backwards, running sideways, jumping. There's too many animations to even think of. It hurts my brain because the animation tree is just going to get absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, as you can see, zombies are ripping them down. Once there's no boards left, that's when they start walking through. And they actually didn't walk through then. That was because that's another little bug where sometimes the integer doesn't actually equal 0. So yeah, that's what we've got so far. It's a little buggy, but I mean, it's a game, and it's further than I've pretty much got with any other game that I've like currently done. So, you know, I'm probably going to start live streaming, because doing these sort of videos for this sort of game is ridiculously hard. Like, I'm not even joking you. Just so it's just easier, because, you know, editing can be real hard, and I want to save editing for like smaller projects, like games like how to create a game in like a day or something like that. Smaller, more fun edited videos. But I wanted to edit this video and get it out, just kind of show that I'm still working on the game and it's all going somewhat smooth now. Probably going to break again, but we'll get to that when it happens, eh? So yeah guys, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, do not forget to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've got any comments on anything, then do leave a comment down below. So yeah, the next video is probably going to be a live stream, won't lie to you, just because, again, editing videos, nightmare. But yeah guys, I've been Mr. Veggie. Thank you very much for watching this, technically a devlog, I don't know, game mechanics showcase. It's just a bunch of game mechanics stuck together in it, so you know. But yeah, anyway guys, do hope you enjoy your day. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.